So good morning po ulit grade 10. So for today, again, we will have the next lesson and that is about the infinite geometric series. So let's have the learning targets. So for today, you will be able to determine the sum of an infinite geometric series. Now, sa paanong paraan kaya grade 10 na ang isang sequence na hindi natatapos ang number of terms ay magkakaroon ng isang finite na sum. Kasi 'di ba pag sinabi nating infinite sequence, that means nadadagdagan yung terms. So kung nadadagdagan siya ng terms, paano kaya tayo magkakaroon ng isang exact answer or finite na sum doon sa isang type ng sequence? Now, let's have the formula. So we have S sub 8 or S sub infinity rather is equal to A sub 1 over 1 minus R. S sub infinity, that is the sum of the terms of the infinite geometric series. A sub 1 ay hindi po nagbabago, that is still and will always be the first term of the series. And R is the common ratio. Now, ano yung condition na binigay sa atin para magkaroon ng sum ng isang infinite geometric series? Dapat daw yung absolute value ng R should be less than 1. Now, ano ba po ang ibig sabihin ng absolute value? So, let's say for example, we have the absolute value of negative 2. Ano po ba ibig sabihin ng symbol natin na absolute value? Now, the absolute value symbol denotes the distance of that number from 0 in the number line. So, kung may number line tayo dito, ito ang 0, gaano daw kalayo si negative 2 from 0? So, the answer will be 2. So, pag sinabi po nating absolute value, regardless of the sign, hindi po siya positive, hindi rin po siya negative. Then, ano yung sinabi pa? The absolute value of the common ratio should be less than 1. So, kapag sinabi po natin the absolute value is less than 1, that means yung value lang daw po ng common ratio natin should be fractions. So, pwedeng magkakaroon lang daw ng sum ang isang geometric series if our common ratio is a fraction, is a proper fraction to be specific po. For example, if our common ratio is 1/2, then merong sum yung geometric series. Kung ang common ratio natin, for example, ay negative 2/3, negative 2/3 still is a proper fraction. Kahit negative siya, still that is less than 1. Pero kung ang magiging common ratio natin, for example, ay positive 3, makakakuha pa ba tayo daw ng sum for an infinite geometric series? The answer po ay hindi na. Kasi nga again, yung common ratio natin should be, or the absolute value of our common ratio should be less than 1. So let's have examples. For example, dito, to isang square na to, it represents 1. Now, let's say for example, pag hinati ko tong square na to into 2, ano yung mangyayari? 'Di ba meron tayong dalawang 1/2. Sunod, hahatiin yung isang kalahati natin, hahatiin ko ulit sa kalahati, 'di ba meron na tayong dalawang 1/4. Now, yung isang 1/4, hinati ko po ulit sa kalahati. Di ba yung 1/4 hinati sa kalahati will be 1/8. Hatiin ko ulit, this will be 1/16. Another nahati, this will be 1/32. Pag hinati ko po ulit is 1/64. At kapag hinati, pwede ko siyang hatiin ng paulit-ulit as it goes to infinity. Pero tingnan natin grade 10 na kahit hinati ko siya ng paulit-ulit ng paliit, still yung hati natin or yung total niya, yung isang buo ay equal pa rin sa 1. So, di ba kung gagawin natin yung sequence, we will have 1/2, 1/4, 1/8, 1/16, 1/32, 1/64, and so on. So kahit hinati natin paulit-ulit sa kalahati yung isang square, still ay equal pa rin siya dun sa isang buong square. So that is the reason, or that is the explanation kung paano natin masasabi na ang isang infinite sequence ay magkakaroon ng isang finite sum. Now, pakita natin using the formula. Now, ito yung sequence natin kanina, di ba? We have 1/2, 1/4, 1/8, 1/16, and so on. And we need to find S sub infinity, or the sum of all the terms of this infinite geometric series. So again, hanapin muna natin, di ba, ang common ratio. Sabi, magkakaroon lang daw ng sum kapag ang common ratio natin is less than 1, or the absolute value of our common ratio is less than 1. So, kuhanin natin yung common ratio. So, we have 1/4 divided by 1/2. So, 1/4 divided by 1/2. Again, yung rule natin when we are dividing fractions. Diba? Get the reciprocal of the divisor and proceed to multiplication. Ang divisor natin is 1/2. So, ito ay magiging 1/4 times the reciprocal of 1/2 is 2/1. Kasi di ba pagbabalik rin lang natin yung numerator at denominator. And 1/4 times 2/1 will give you 2/4. And 2/4 reduced to its lowest term ay 1/2. Next, we have 1/8 divided by 1/4. So 1/8 divided by 1/4 equals, ganun ulit. So magiging 1/8 times the reciprocal of 1/4 is 4/1. That is equal to 1 times 4 is 4 over 8 times 1 is 8. And 4/8 again is 1/2 in lowest terms. And the same thing with 1/16 divided by 1/8, still that will give you 1/2. So we have the common ratio of this sequence is 1/2, or simply 1/2. And since the common ratio is 1/2, therefore, kahit ito ay infinite sequence, meron tayong makukuhang isang finite and exact na sum. So again, ito yung kanina natin. We have, yung first term ng sequence is 1/2. Yung nakuha natin common ratio is 1/2. Ang hinahanap ay S sub infinity. So start with the formula para hindi kayo malito. So we have S sub infinity equals A sub 1 over 1 minus the common ratio. So equals, ano ulit yung value ng A sub 1 natin? Di ba we have 1/2 over 1 minus the common ratio na 1/2. So equals 1/2 over 1 minus 1/2, isa babawasan mo ng kalahati, ang matitira ay 1/2. And again, we have 1/2 divided by 1/2. So obviously, that is equal to 1. Or kung gagawin natin yung manual na solving, di ba? Si 1/2 divided by 1/2 ay magiging equal sa 1/2 times the reciprocal nung divisor, that is 2/1. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. And 2/2 is 1. O balikan natin kanina yung square, di ba? Ano yung meron doon sa square? Di ba si square, ang total ng buong square na to, again, ang total ng buong square na to is 1. Then, hinati ko siya sa kalahati, kaya siya nagkaroon ng 1/2. Hinati ulit ng kalahati, 1/4, hati uli, naging 1/8, and so on. So, ito yung pinapakita na kahit siya ay infinite sequence, meron tayong makukuha na finite na sum. So again, possible lang po na magkaroon ng sum ang isang infinite geometric sequence if the absolute value of the common ratio is less than 1. Okay, let's have example number 2. For the second example, we have 9, 3, 1, 1/3, and so on. So still, ang pinapahanap po sa atin ay S sub infinity. So alamin muna natin kung may common ratio ba yung sequence. So we have 3 divided by 9. So 3/9. since hindi siya pwede natin i-divide, so pwede natin gawin ay lowest term. And both numbers ay divisible by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1 over 9 divided by 3 is 3. So we have 1/3. Next, 1 divided by 3. 1 divided by 3. So obviously that is 1/3. And lastly, 1/3 divided by 1. So 1/3 divided by 1. Alam naman natin that any number divided by 1, the answer is the number itself. So that is also 1/3. And ang nakuha natin common ratio is 1/3. And since our common ratio is less than 1, so therefore may makukuha tayo na sum para sa infinite geometric series na to. So let's have the solution. So again, yung given kanina ay nilagay ko lang po dito sa taas. So always start again with the formula. So we have S sub infinity is equal to a sub 1 over 1 minus the common ratio. So equals, again, substitute lang yung values. Ang first term natin is 9 over 1 minus the common ratio, and that is 1/3. So next naman po, simplify natin yung nasa denominator, yung nasa ibaba po. So we will have 9 over 1 minus 1/3. So ano yung mangyayari? Di ba yung tinuro ko rin po nung last time? Kung ano man yung denominator, yun yung gagawin natin numerator at denominator ng 1 para masubtract natin siya. So si 1 ay magiging 3 over 3 minus 1/3. So we will have 9 over, since ito ay similar fractions na, so copy na lang yung denominator na 3 over 3 minus 1 is 2. So we have 9 over 2/3. So simplify lang ulit natin, di ba pag nagdi-divide tayo, ano yung mangyayari na sa divisor? Kapag sa fractions, di ba kukuhanin natin yung reciprocal niya, then proceed na tayo with multiplication. So we will have 9 times the reciprocal of 2/3 will be 3 over 2. Alam naman natin na lahat ng whole numbers ay may imaginary na denominator na 1. Kapag nagmamultiply tayo ng fractions, numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. So we will have 9 times 3 will give you 27 over 1 times 2 is 2. So therefore, we have S sub infinity, or the sum of this infinite geometric series, is equal to 27 over 2. Again po, grade 10, mag-stick na lang po tayo sa paggamit ng improper fractions. No need na po to express your answer as a mixed number. Okay po, for the next examples po, this is one way of applying the concept of the infinite geometric series to in decimals. Now, we have the 0.8 and so on. So this is an example of a non-terminating and repeating decimal. When we say non-terminating and repeating decimal, ibig sabihin po nagpapaulit-ulit lang po yung digits nung decimal natin. Hindi po siya natatapos, kaya po meron tayong ellipsis sa dulo. Ibig sabihin po ulit-ulit lang po na 8 yan yung lalabas sa calculator nyo. Now, unlike other decimals, let's say for example, diba si 0.50, si 0.50 or si 0.5, alam natin na equal siya sa 1/2. Si 0.25 ay equal sa 1/4. Diba? Paano ang gagawin natin with this sequence, kasi hindi nga po siya natatapos. So how can we convert this to a fraction? Now, yung concept po ni infinite geometric series ang gagamitin natin. So ano po yung gagawin natin? Balik tayo sa place value ng decimals, di ba? Sa place value ng decimals, the first place value is called tenths. Yung second is hundreds. Third is thousands. Third is thousands again. The fourth is 10,000s. Yung fifth ay 100,000s, and so on. Okay po, ang next naman pong gagawin natin is paghihiwalayin natin yung mga terms or yung mga digits nung ating non-terminating and repeating decimal. So start tayo muna dun sa tenths. So 'di ba pag hiniwalay natin 'to, ito ay magiging 0.8. So nagamit na natin 'tong una. Sunod, plus. Parang gagawa tayo ng expression na pag pinag-add-add natin siya, ito yung magiging answer natin yung given na decimal. So 0.8 plus 0.08. Kasi kung ilang digit yung nasa unahan, ganun kadami yung zero na idadagdag nyo. Kasi ano ibig sabihin nun? Yung 0.8, ito po siya, itong 0.8 na nasa tens. Yung sunod, yung 0.08, ibig sabihin, ito naman siya yung digit na nasa hundreds na place value. Sunod, plus 0 point, ilang digit yung nagamit natin dito? Dalawa. So, dalawang 0 din muna bago yung 8. Plus 0 point, dito ay 1, 2, 3 na, 3 na digit. So, tatlong 0 bago si 8 and so on. Now, ibig sabihin nitong expression na to, kapag pinag-add natin lahat yan, ang lalabas na answer dyan is yung ating non-terminating and repeating decimal. So, paano po i-apply si concept ng infinite geometric series? Yung nabuo po natin kasi grade 10 is a geometric sequence. Kapag kinuha po natin yung common ratio, let's say for example, if you have 0.08 divided by 0.8, again 0.08 divided by 0.8, ang lalabas po dyan is 0.1. Then if you also have 0.008 divided by 0.08, still that is 0.1. Or yung pinakamadali na lang po, yung pinaka-shortcut, ang magiging value po ng common ratio ng ganitong example will be the place value nung unang term. Yung place value po ng unang term natin, ito. Ano ba ang place value nito? This is tenths. Diba? So we have 0.1 kasi ito ay nasa tenths na place value. Kasi diba ang kailangan lang naman natin for solving ay common ratio at yung first term, di ba? So again po, saan nanggaling yung common ratio na 0.1? Kahit i-divide po natin yan isa-isa, ito po yung magiging answer natin. Kasi isang place value nito ay tenths. Kaya 0.1 po ang common ratio. Okay, let's have the solution po. Again, yung kanina nating nakuha, yung first term ng ginawa nating bagong sequence ay 0.8. Yung nakuha nating common ratio ay 0.1. Now let's have the formula. S sub infinity is equal to a sub 1 over 1 minus the common ratio. So substitute lang natin. Ano ang first term? So we have 0.8 over 1 minus the common ratio na 0.1. So we have equals 0.8 and 1 minus 0.1 will give you 0.9. Now, paano natin siya makakonvert as a fraction? Ang gagawin na lang po natin is to drop or aalisin na lang po natin yung 0 at yung decimal point. Ano yung matitira? Diba? We have 8 over 9. And 8 over 9 po is the fractional form ni 0.888 and so on. So that is our final answer, si 8 over 9. Even if you try it using your calculators, makukuha po natin yung answer na 0.8888 kapag di-divide natin si 8 sa 9. Another example for dito po, let's say 0.7 na paulit-ulit. Di ba pag ginawa natin siyang yung sequence katulad kanina, this will be 0.7 plus 0. Isang digit dito, so 0.07 plus 0. Dalawang digit dito, so dalawang 0. Then yung 7 and so on. Okay na po yan na tatlo lang. Then sunod, Ano ang magiging common ratio? Since ang place value nitong unang 7 ay tenths, so parehas ng kanina, 0.1. Yun na po yung clue nyo. Kapag isang digit lang yung nauulit, 0.1 po ang common ratio niya. Solve natin yung sa formula. So, di ba S sub infinity equals A sub 1 over 1 minus R. So, equals, first term natin is 0.7 over 1 minus 0.1. So, katulad kanina, magiging 0.7 over 1 minus 0.1 will give you 0.9. Then again, drop the zeros and the decimal points. Mawawala na yan, mawawala rin ito. So, natitira is 7 over 9. So, 7 over 9 is the fractional form nitong non-terminating and repeating decimal na 0.777 and so on. Okay po, let's have another one. Paano kaya kung dalawang digits na yung nawawala? Or dalawang digits na yung nag-uulat rather. So, let's have example number 4. So 0.12121 and so on. So with this example naman, nakita natin na ang nauulit naman po is yung digit na 1 and 2. So kapag nire-write po natin siya as a sequence, so pag-ihiwa-hiwalayin lang natin siya, so yung first term natin will be 0.12. Ito po yan yung nasa unahan. Sunod, plus, katulad kanina, 0 point, ilang digits na yun dito? Dalawa. So, ilang zero idadagdag natin dito? Since may dalawa tayo dito, so add tayo ng dalawang zero. Then, tsaka natin isulat ulit si 12 plus 0 point. Dito ay merong isa, dalawa, tatlo, apat na digit na. So, apat na zero ulit bago yung 12 and so on. Okay na po yan kahit hanggang tatlo lang. Now, kung kanina, ang common ratio natin ay 0.1 lang, ngayon na ang sequence natin na nabuo ay dalawang digits yung nauulit, mag-iiba po ang ating common ratio. O, try natin munang hanapin by solving. Diba? Magiging 0.0012 divided by 0.12. So the answer po dyan will be 0.01. So again, 0.0012 divided by 0.12 is 0.01. Or simply, di ba, ito ay tenths, hundreds. Ito ay ganun din, tenths, hundreds. So, yung magiging common ratio naman kapag dalawang digit na yung nauulit will be yung 1 ay nasa hundreds place or may 0 muna sa unahan bago yung 1. Kung kanina, 'di ba, isang digit ng ulit kaya 0.1. Dito dalawa kaya naging 0.01. Kung kunwari, kung ang ganito 0.123, 123 and so on. Ano ang magiging common ratio naman natin dito? 'Di ba, tatlo yung nauulit kaya magiging 0.001. So, depende po kung ilan yung nauulit, ganun din kadami yung digit na sa common ratio. Okay po. Balik po tayo dito. A sub 1 natin kanina ay 0.12. Our common ratio is 0.01. Then, ang hinahanap is the fractional form ng 0.12 and so on. So, we will use the formula ng S sub infinity is equal to A sub 1 over 1 minus the common ratio. Substitute lang natin yung mga given. A sub 1 natin is 0.12 over 1 minus the common ratio which is 0.01. So katulad kanina, we will have 0.12 over 1 minus 0.01 will give you 0.99. Then, katulad po ulit kanina, drop the zeros and the decimal point. Alisin po natin si 0 at si decimal point, we will have 12 over 99. Now, is that the final answer? Okay, that is not the final answer po kasi Si 12 over 99 ay meron pa pong lowest term. So you always need to express your answer as a fraction in its lowest terms. And both numbers po, si 12 at si 99 is divisible by 3. So divide natin by 3 siya pareha. So 12 divided by 3 is 4 over 99 divided by 3 is 33. So our final answer, grade 10, is 4 over 33. So again po, if you have questions, may discussion board po nakasunod yung video, then pwede nyo po doon i-post yung tanong nyo at doon ko na lang po sasagutin. Para po yung baka kasi yung tanong nyo ay tanong na rin ng kaklase nyo, makikita na po nila yung sagot doon sa discussion board po. Okay, I have here a trivia or a challenge for you. Now, how will you show that 0.9999 and so on is equal to 1? Paanong yung 0.999 na non-terminating and repeating decimal ay magiging equal sa 1? Okay, let's have the solution. Di ba magiging 0.9 plus 0. Isang digit to kaya 0 muna bago isang 9 plus 0. Dalawang digit so add ng dalawang 0 bago si 9 and so on. Since nasa tens digit lang yung unang naulit, so we will have the common ratio is 0.1. So solve natin. Yung ano kayo magiging fractional form nitong non-terminating and repeating decimal na 0.9. So again, we have the first term is 0.9. The common ratio is 0.1. Formula ulit, S sub infinity equals A sub 1 over 1 minus the common ratio. Equals, first term natin, 0.9 over 1 minus the common ratio is 0.1. So we will have 0.9 over 1 minus 0.1 is 0.9. And obviously, 0.9 divided by 0.9, that is equal to 1. So, diba, using the formula in finding the sum of an infinite geometric series, paano nangyari na si 0.9999 and so on ay naging equal sa 1? Again, if you have questions, post lang po sa discussion board. Okay, that is all for today po grade 10.